my name is Teacher Sarah, and I'm going to be going over how to make a curriculum video. I have put together 7 tips for you to help you with making your videos. Before we get started, I wanted to point out to keep in mind when choosing your topic, make sure, these are for curriculum videos, make sure it is coming from the list that Butterfly has provided to you. You can find it at the bottom of your Butterfly welcome packet, which you should have received in your email. If you didn't, then you can also find it in the Facebook group that we are in. But anyways, they have all of the list of curriculum topics that you can choose from. They had slots that you could have signed up for, but now those slots are full. That's okay. They've announced that you can still make those videos. You can still submit those curriculum videos to them. Okay, so today we are talking about curriculum videos and how to make them. Not field trip videos, curriculum videos. So just keep that in mind. These are for curriculum videos. Okay, 7 tips. My 7 top tips for you today. Number 1 is to prep. Make sure that you're prepping for whatever lesson you're going to be recording. You're going to want to choose your topic from the list that Butterfly has provided for you. And then when prepping, gather all of your materials, props, anything that you want to include in your video when teaching your lesson. Get it all together, keep it in arm's reach so that way you can grab it quickly and use it whenever it comes to that point in your lesson. Just keep everything close by and near you during your video, just to, to eliminate any lost time, because we want to get, you want to get your video recorded and finished, and you don't want to spend a lot of time recording your video. So just keep that in mind. Prepping is very important. You might want to type up a script that you, to help you in your curriculum videos, whatever works for you. So preparation is key. Number 2, environment. Everything around you is crucial in your video. Make sure you have a fun background, educational, something not distracting, something simple, just a cute little background around you, behind you. And your lighting is also very important. We don't want any shadows going on here. Just make sure everything's lit up, your face is lit up, they can see you, all of that good stuff. Also with your environment, make sure there are no outside noises in your video. Don't want TV going, music, anything like that. Make sure there's nothing going on in the background. When I recorded my lesson videos, I started recording and I went to rewatch. Thankfully, I didn't get too far into my recording, but I went to rewatch it later, and turns out there was a loud buzzing sound in the background, and it was my dehumidifier that's in my sunroom where my classroom is. So I have to now remember that. I've got to turn that off every time I go to record. So just keep that in mind. Things that you wouldn't even think about. Make sure there's no noises going on in the background, so that way you don't have to re-record later. Headphones can also help with this. Butterfly does request for your curriculum videos that you do wear headphones with a microphone, so that way it really brings out your speech and helps everything to sound more clear, or sound clearly. Okay, makes everything sound clearly. Okay, number 3 is your introduction. When you go to film your video, you're gonna wanna introduce yourself every time to your students or to your viewers, the people, those that are watching you. So keep in mind, your intro needs to be something that you are going to always use. It needs to be kind of uniform in your videos, so your viewers get used to, they get used to you, but just something that's very similar. Nothing crazy, just short, simple, to the point. Here, for example, you could say, "Hello, Teacher Sarah here. Today, I am going to be teaching months of the year. Are you ready? Let's go." So just something very simple, just a short little intro. Number 4 is to use ESL strategies. Those proven, tried and true ESL strategies. If you're familiar with teaching English, then you know these strategies. But let's just, as a review, make sure you're speaking slowly and clearly. You can point to your mouth to make sure you're showing that correct pronunciation of any words that you're teaching in your lessons. So pointing to your mouth, wearing lipstick can be very helpful, just to show, that formation of those sounds, of those words that you're saying. And then TPR is very, very important. So if you don't know what TPR is, it's total physical response. It's just the ability to teach words using actions and movements. Okay, things like that. just using all these, TPR. Next one is props, using props in your classroom, bringing props. If you're teaching colors, have some color props. Teaching emotions, have some emojis, things like that. Just something to bring your classroom to life in your videos. And then the last ESL strategy is repetition. Even though there's not someone on the other end repeating with you, they are probably repeating on, when they're watching your video. Think of Dora. She does a lot of repeating. If you know Dora the Explorer, she does a lot of repeating, but she also kind of leaves us some wait time. So you can even kind of incorporate some wait time in there, waiting, pretending that you're waiting for them to respond, but just make sure you're providing time, you're repeating and saying those words over and over so that they're constantly hearing them and seeing you say them so that they get more practice as they're watching your video. The next tip that I have for you is number 5. And number 5, or my 5th tip for you, if you've looked over the Butterfly curriculum list, you will see that there's a list of sight words that they provided for you. So with those sight words, this is what I'm talking about. I'm going to talk about how to use sight words in your lessons, how to incorporate those. This is a suggestion, but what I do at the beginning of my videos is after I introduce myself, I will hold up the sight words on my whiteboard and I'll just say, okay, but first we are going to practice our sight words. And then I do different things every time. I try to make it fun and try to make it kind of game-like, but I'll say, let's say, I'll say, let's read these words. Into, good, came, from. And then I'll say, let's read them fast. Into, good, came, from. Something like that. Sometimes I've even just punched the words, let's punch. Into, good, came, from. You can sing the words, say them slowly. Do something fun, silly. Do it kind of game-like. I've just kind of mixed it up every time. Just trying to experiment with it. But I just introduce the sight words and then start into your lesson. Number 6, my 6th tip is your closing. Your closing is so important. You want to close it all up. You've just presented this awesome video, this awesome lesson. Now you got to finish strong. Okay, so have your closing. And it doesn't have to be anything extravagant, simple, to the point, just like your intro, okay? So for example, okay, thanks for watching, goodbye. I like to restate what I had just taught. So I may say, okay, these are the months of the year. Thanks for watching, goodbye. You can also use this as an opportunity to maybe point them towards another video that you made. Say you just taught the first months of the year video. You could say, okay, remember to watch my second video on the months of the year. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. That's just an example, but nothing crazy. Just make sure you provide closure for your viewer and for your video. Now, number 7 is super simple, but so important. Have fun and be yourself. Okay, remember to be yourself. That is the most important thing. Be true to who you are. If you love to sing, sing in your videos. If you can juggle in your videos. I don't know, something that makes you who you are, bring that out in your videos so that your viewers will fall in love with you and who you are. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I hope that these tips helped you. I hope that you found them helpful. I hope that they answered a lot of your questions. If you had any questions about how to make your curriculum videos. Okay, so those are my 7 tips for you on how to make your curriculum video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. Hello, Teacher Sarah here. Today we are going to learn about feelings. Mad, worried, scared, and silly. Are you ready? Let's go. Let's practice our sight words first. He, she, we. Here are some more sight words. To, of, do. To, of, do. To, of, do. Remember to practice these words at home. Okay, feelings. Feelings. Mad. worried, worried. I am worried. Scared. I am scared. 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 Silly. I am silly. I feel mad. How do you feel? I feel mad. Do you feel worried? I feel worried. How does she feel? Scared. She feels scared. Okay, it is time to act silly. Are you ready to act silly? Let's go. Silly. He is silly. Silly. Those are our feelings. Mad, worried, scared, silly. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.